Hi.
Hi.
Hi, everyone.
1 second. Apparently I'm too slow. Public. Done.
Are we on?
We are on. Yeah. Okay, we got 2 viewers already. Sweet. All right, welcome to Mindset Bytes with your host, Coach Miley. Our guest today is Abby Ronquillo.
Got it right.
Yeah, I was practicing. So here, Abby is a wife, mom of mature, graduate of UCLA. She has a published piece. She's a real estate guru, co-host of Generational Wealth every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Check it out. She's also the owner, founder, and creator of NETREALTY. It's an app on your phone. We're going to tell you a little bit more about it. And she is my accountability partner. So welcome, Abby.
Oh my gosh, you told them that. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Smiley. I didn't know you were going to say I'm your accountability partner. But
yes.
Yeah, Miley's my accountability partner. So
she is, and she keeps me on point. All right, let's see. Ooh, we got some comments. Look, Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer.
Look, real generational wealth, of course.
Oh, Jennifer again. We just need another Jennifer.
Right? That's good. J's are good. All right. So Abby graciously is one of my hosts, and we are going to talk about how her mind shift.
Hi, Reggie.
About her mindset when she created NETREALTY. So let's start from the beginning. Abby, tell me about who you are, what makes Abby, what do we need to know, what makes you this resilient woman standing in front of us or sitting in front of us?
Well, I'm just a regular person. Just like everyone, I have a story. Like every one of us has a story. So I came here from the Philippines when I was 6. During that, so this was 1986. During that time, there was the EDSA revolution. It had something to do with martial law. And so we didn't have a lot of money in the Philippines. And we were only able to get me and my mom to come to this country. So me and my mom came here on our own. My brother was 2 years old at the time. So my mom had to leave him. And that was really hard for her. And then we came here to the US, to LA, and we stayed with my tita in over there in the Mid-Wilshire district. So we were living with them in like a small, I believe it was only like a 1-bedroom apartment. And then while me and my mom were there, like we worked at restaurants. I was only 6, but I was still working at restaurants. So I started pretty early. And what else? So when I came here, I forgot to say that I came here under an assumed name. So I was pretty much undocumented. So I came here under the name Leomona Gonzaga. I still remember the name because my mom made me say it when I got to the airport. And she was like, okay, if they ask you what your name is, it's Leomona. And I was like, what? Who? How come? Who picked that name? I like my name. So I was undocumented for a while. And that's what made me want to do something at UCLA about undocumented students. So I did some research. I did a research piece on undocumented students that were part of the DREAM Act. And what I found was a lot of times, like with Asian cultures, they like being undocumented is like a shameful thing, and they like to hide that fact. So because of that, they don't have access to a lot of resources, whereas other undocumented students like Latinos, they had more clubs and resources and places to attend. So that's why I wrote that, just to promote it, just to promote that the Filipino culture does have a lot of undocumented individuals. And then what else, Miley?
So, okay. So, I mean, that just alone, your story about coming over, being undocumented, like, what kind of mindset are you in at a age 6, and you're undocumented until what age?
So I was undocumented until like 2 days before I turned 21. Once you turn 21, you pretty much get into a lottery and you can't get a green card. What happened was the people that were doing my papers, they got arrested. Like they were doing something illegal, and then the immigration officer didn't want to grant me my green card. So luckily my mom knew someone in the immigration office, and she like, I don't know, she pulled some strings and then I got it. But it was quite stressful.
I bet.
So the mindset was, it's just, you just gotta you just gotta pivot. Like
Mhm.
a lot of people take being documented for granted. Like just the, it's really a privilege to be able to work and not have to look over your shoulder. So that, like I had to figure out ways to pay the attorney even though I wasn't working. I was working in the swap meet just here in Chino at Macklin Open Air Market. I don't know if you've heard
Oh,
of it.
wow. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I worked there with my mom for the longest time, like selling purses. And a lot of times I was there by myself, even when I was 12 to 16 years old. I worked there, and then I just saved up money and then borrowed money from friends to be able to get my documents processed. So,
Mhm. Awesome. So I love the word pivot. I mean, that's a good word of what you pretty much, I mean, we've talked about, how you grew up, what the different events, and so you pivot. And I mean, coming from what you've just discussed and going to UCLA, having something published, I mean, that's huge. That's a huge pivot. And I mean, I applaud you for really doing that, because I mean,
oh, thank you.
that
It-
would
I
that
think
just sounds like a lot of baggage, and you're
yeah,
resilient.
like I think when you're passionate about something, it comes off easier.
Mhm.
So, for me, it was like a no brainer to do something with undocumented students. And initially, I wanted to be an immigration attorney, but then I started going to open houses and watching HGTV, and that's how I got into real estate. Like for me, real estate is fun. Like it's not even work. So I'm always working 24/7. So yeah. So oh, it looks like there's some people here.
Yeah, let's.
Hi
And just
Anne.
join us, Connie,
Hi
Red.
EJ.
Oh, Reggie.
Hi MJ.
Ooh,
Hi
MJ.
Arlie.
Tinker's on. All right. If you guys love Abby's story so far, make sure you guys smash the hearts. If you're joining us now live, hashtag live. And if you're gonna joining us during the replay, hashtag replay. So you kind of brought us into the next topic about real estate and what got you to real estate. So talk to me about, okay, real estate is fun, and how does your real estate enter? Now I want to create this app to help your clients. Talk to me about that.
Okay, so when me and my husband were first looking for a home, we got referred to this lady, and every home that we looked at, like she was like, "Don't let this go, don't let this go, like you got to get this now," and we were kind of taken aback, like gosh, I think it felt like she was forcing us to buy something right away, and I didn't understand it because the homes were pretty terrible. So after that, we ended up working with a different agent later on. Like I got laid off at that time when we were buying the home, so we had to wait anyways to figure things out. And so like a few months later, we worked with a different agent, and she gave us different options, and it seemed like she was working in our best interest. And just the whole process was fun, and I felt like the first agent that I had, I feel like there are a lot of agents like that where they're just concerned about getting paid right away, or like their own interests rather than putting the client first. So that's something that I didn't like in real estate. So I wanted to create my own app. It's not really like Redfin, because Redfin's huge, right? So this app, it's more personalized. Like if you wanted to talk to someone through Zoom, you just click on a link and then you can talk to someone right away. And it's virtual, but it's virtual, but you're still getting that personalized service. Like just like how we're here, like it feels like we're in the same room, but we're in different places, right? So I wanted to do that because, we wanted to put home buyers and home sellers first and make sure that we're working in their best interests rather than our own.
So let's see. I just want to show them what the link looks like if I can. Oh, no. Okay. Nope, that doesn't work. Can you show them? Okay. So this is what can you guys see that? This is
icon.
Yeah, this is Abby's app. Download it. It's for free. Okay. It's
free, and you can check how much your payment will be every month. Yeah, you can also search by school. Like let's say,
I like that. You did mention that. That's good for moms and families out there.
Because a lot of families are driven by what school the home is located in, right? So you can type in the school and then the app will show you all of the homes that show up in that school. For instance, like I want my kid to go to Ayala High School, and then they don't realize like where the boundaries are.
Woo woo.
Yeah. Did you? Oh, you went to Ayala? Yeah, Ayala's a great school. So before Ayala was like rated 8, and then they went to a 10. So everyone wants to be in Ayala. That's why the home prices in Chino Hills are crazy. Yeah. So obviously, look at what Ayala produces. They produce great people. So I can see why everyone wants to go there.
I just bought a house. Come on.
Okay. So, Jay's on. Hi, Jay. Jay's our mentor or coach, leader. Hi, everyone that's watching. Hi, Avalano. Hi, Jen. We have so many Jens. Jennifer.
Marianne just joined us as well.
Oh, awesome. Hi, Marianne. She's a realtor in San Diego, you guys.
Tell them about, because I really love that the app is not only for your clientele, but on the back end, that real estate agents can utilize it as well. So it's kind of dual purpose.
Yeah. So we're trying to automate the process. Like ideally what I wanted to do was be able to hire just a few realtors. Like I don't want to have a whole bunch of realtors that are not skilled. And so I wanted to hire like more elite realtors and then have them be able to do enough transactions so that they can make at least 6 figures a year. It's, it could be easy making 6 figures in real estate or maybe not, but that's why I have the back end set up that way so that you can just upload documents and be in compliance, with California Association of Realtors. And you can do more transactions that way because everything is organized and automated. So that's something that, I really wanted to do, was to help other realtors make money, because I can't do everything on my own, even though right now Reggie, actually Reggie's watching. He's a realtor in OC for NETREALTY, and yeah, he's doing well. So he's always showing homes, and Reggie, he works full time, but he still makes time to show homes after work. So thank you, Reggie.
Wow. Awesome. So I want to go back a little bit. We're talking about your app. Like what is in the process of creating an app? You have an idea.
Oh my God. I think I lost so much hair creating the app because of the stress. Oh my God. It's not even, it's okay. So first I was looking for somebody to do my website. And then I hired some guys on Fiverr. They did an all right job. They just use a template or a theme from Theme Forest. And then I was like, okay, I want to do something more, like something with an admin panel, back end, and all of that. So I contacted this company from India that make like apps, and they suggested to me to make an app. So I was like, okay, yeah, that sounds that sounds good. So I worked with them for months, and I paid them a lot of money, and the app didn't work. Like
What?
if it it didn't work, like if one person was using it, it would crash. And they kept
Wow.
telling me, oh, you need to increase the bandwidth, you need to pay more for Amazon Web Services, and they were having me spend like 1,500 on server fees. Okay, so I was like, this doesn't make sense. I think they did something with the code, because my husband was so busy at work, he wasn't able to help me with the tech stuff, and I don't know anything about tech stuff. Um, so we realized the architecture of the whole the whole thing was messed up, and
Wow.
we had to start over. So this was almost a year's worth of work. And you know what? If whoever out there is building an app, you really need someone that has experience in that industry. So what we did was we found some of the people that worked on Zillow, or a company that worked on Zillow and Street Easy. They created Street Easy for Zillow, and they ended up doing our app. So it's not cheap. It's not cheap. Like I do okay in real estate, so I spend all of my money. I invest it back into the app, because I just believe in automating things and having things more virtual, especially with COVID going on.
Mm.
We really need to have less contact, like only necessary contact, right? And then just talk to each other on Zoom or on FaceTime. Oh, there's my lights again. Teddy,
Where's your dog?
he's here, but the sensors are not catching him. Oh my gosh. Hold on, let me get him. Let me show you guys how cute he is.
No worries.
Come here. Ah. Okay, this is Teddy. He's from
Hi, Teddy. He's not doing his job.
I know. That's the second dog in a row that's not keeping the lights on.
All he has to do is run around like a crazy dog.
Yeah, it's because it's late. So sorry about that.
No worries. All right. So anything else about
Where were we? Oh, about making the app, right? Yeah, like when making an app, just make sure the company that you're hiring is experienced and has experience in your industry, and just be ready to spend like 100,000, 200,000, because like with me, I had so many iterations. I was like, oh, can you guys do this? Can you guys do this? Just make sure that you limit those things. Like have a plan from the beginning and just stick with it, and then prove that there's a product market fit. And then once you prove that, then you can make different iterations or changes to the app, because you're going to be spending your money for nothing and you haven't even proven the concept yet. So that's the advice I can give to people. You can do it, but just make sure that you have like a couple 100,000 to spend on it. So
yeah.
It depends what kind of app you're going to create. Because like EJ, so EJ's on right now, EJ and Connie. EJ created his own app. So it all depends on how robust and how many features you need. But it's definitely doable.
So your app is fairly new. So October, right? 2020 is when you released it.
Yeah, and then we don't even have SEO. So SEO, just that, like last month alone, I spent 10 grand on each SEO.
Wow.
So no joke, like, because I had all this pride, like, oh, I can create my own app. I don't need investors. Those are for wusses. And no, actually, now I see why people have investors, because doing development, like any web development, technical optimization, that's thousands of dollars. So I get it now.
You get it now. Lesson learned.
lesson learned. But
Right.
so far,
So, okay. So you spend all this money on this app, right? So what is your vision? Because you have to have a vision of what you see this app to do for you for 2021. You've got a lot of money to pay back for building it.
yeah, well, actually, I use my savings. So yeah, now I guess I should
You have no savings.
get the ROI. Yeah, I know. But the good thing is I haven't had to take out a business loan or do anything like that. So that for me, that's really a huge thing. Because if I had to pay back a business loan, that would be really difficult right now.
Right.
So my vision is I just want to get more users. Like I want to get more users, test it out because it's pretty much like in the still in like a beta stage. Just like you said, like your husband had suggestions. So I just want to make sure that we can make it better. And then because I have a lot of users like that signed up from this area because we're in a apartment complex. So a lot of them would walk by and then they download the app and have consultations with them. So my vision is, sign up 20 users every month and just go from there and then help them become homeowners. And
Awesome.
yeah, because right now most of my business is just not from the app. It's just from me. So yeah.
So everyone on this live, download the app, use it, and give Abby some constructive feedback. Let her know what you like, what you don't like. Real estate agents, feel free to use it. And
yeah, I love critiques because that's the only way we'll get better. So feel free to download it. Just type NETREALTY on the Apple App Store and then on Google Play. So
awesome. So we talked about your app. Let's talk about you, Abby. We talked a little about you, a little bit about your app. So I just want to do full circle. So
all right.
So Abby and I are accountability partners, and the more we talk, we are entirely two different type of mom. Well, no, we're not two different type of mom. We have two different mindsets, right? And the way we live our lives and express ourselves are entirely different. Yet we have a vision, we have a mindset, and we're on our way to success, whatever that looks like. And what I took away talking to you, Abby, which I didn't share with you this before, is that really, like, no matter how different we talk, you challenge me to up my ante because you're so focused, you're so driven.
Really?
Yeah. She's like,
you.
if you're really serious about this podcast, you need to pay for it. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, that's a given.
I was like, all right. But for the short time that you've been my accountability partner, you've inspired me. Your story inspires me. Let's talk about your motto. Okay. So you're kind of, or your word, whatever you want to call it, your word of 2021. Like, so what have you?
So my motto is just to execute. Like the whole 2020, well, not the whole 2020. As some of you know, my dad passed away in April. And that was when I was just getting my business started and getting the office done. And my dad was the one that helped me pick out this office. Like he really liked the location and he felt it looked like an established business or established area. So I spent most of 2020 just getting over my dad's passing. It's hard. I'm still not over it. Like
you'll never get over it. Let me tell you. Yeah, 6 years later, I'm not over it.
You lost your dad too, right? So
yes.
So now I'm just using it as inspiration, and so my motto for 2021 is to execute because I have been putting off so many things. That's why you guys will probably notice like all of my Facebook was all full of kids cooking, like my girls cooking. And now it's different. It's like podcasts and real estate. So I was putting off a lot of things until 2021. So now I just have to execute. And yeah, and that's what I'm doing.
Good. Okay. So I think any questions from anyone that's watching? We have about a few more minutes. Abby, you have a question?
A question? Let me see.
Comment?
Any comments? Reggie, are you still there? Oh, Reggie said
Reggie,
go
put your website.
www.netrealty.com. And then Mary said that she's going to have her son download the app and critique it. Thanks, Mary. Yeah, thank you guys so much. And Connie said, what a cute dog. And EJ said he's so fluffy. Yeah, we have 8 dogs. So every week I'm going to take a different dog, except for the Great Pyrenees. He's like 140 pounds. So I'm not taking him to the office. But every week I'll take like a different Pomeranian to the office. Okay.
Jennifer has a question.
Oh, thanks, Jennifer, for your question. How do you balance work and being a mom?
Do you want to answer that? I can answer for me and then give you some time to think. Even though this is not an interview for me, but I'll go.
It's for both of us. I mean, we're both mommies.
Actually, so last week, and I was going to do a live later on, but last week, because I own my own daycare, plus I do life coaching, and I'm in a numerous other groups for church and whatnot. So I pretty much ran myself ragged last week, and my body shut down. And so I was useless to everyone, my kids, whatnot. I just had a day down. So our group, SMBG, I always get that wrong, but hashtag SMBG, was really, really supportive. And they helped me along. And I actually, to get myself, I don't know if you can see that. So I started time blocking. So I just sat down. Yeah, see? So.
Wow, you actually did. Oh my gosh, you know what?
I color-coded it. Yeah, I color-coded it. So I have times where I work.
Wow.
Times when I work, do my podcast. And then all the orange is kind of family time. Because, I mean, we want to work, but I still want to be a present parent.
That's true. Yeah, that's important.
Yeah, that is really, really important to me. Top there with, make sure I praise God and whatnot. But yeah, so this is my solution to balancing my schedule. And
that's great, because you know what? I haven't started on Unit 1 yet. I still have to do my intro.
Wait, Jay's watching. Don't say anything.
He's probably watching. He's like, "Wow, you're horrible. I shouldn't be able to graduate." But yeah. So I need to do that. I need to execute that. But that's good that you did that exercise. So because
hey, I'm gonna hold you accountable, Abby, and make sure that you get this done this week. Jennifer just called you out.
I did the time blocking, but I never wake up the same time. So I'm like, whoop, I woke up at 8. Oh, the next day I wake up at 4:30. So it's like, oh, how do I time block if it varies like each day that I wake up? So okay, so what did you guys say over here? Oh, so do I answer that too? Like, how do I manage? How do I balance work and being a mom? My husband helps a lot. He is super helpful, but it's only because he's able to work from home. If he didn't work from home, oh my God, I think I would be so tired. Like doing the virtual classes, sometimes I get so frustrated. It's like, why aren't you listening? Hello, like, so my husband helps out with that. And then my 5-year-old, Malia, she goes to Montessori, and that helps too. And then I'll just pick her up after work, me or my husband. But yeah, it's like you just have to adapt. Like sometimes if I'm
you gotta pivot. You gotta pivot.
Yeah, pivot, adapt. Yeah. So when I'm at work pretty late, like 7 for me is pretty late. when I get home, I don't feel like cooking dinner sometimes, but I have to. I have to feed my family. So those are some of the things. It's just I don't have energy anymore. So, um, but I also love cooking. Like cooking is great for relaxing. So that's how I balance it, Jen. Thanks for asking.
She's like, I didn't really answer your question, but oh, that's so funny. It's don't worry, guys. I'll keep her accountable. We got this.
Okay.
Let's see. Press set an alarm. They just called you out.
Who?
When you said it, Jennifer, set an alarm.
Oh, set an alarm. Yeah, my dogs howl in the morning. That's my alarm. Like they just one of them, Sonic, she's like, woo! Like it depends. If the neighbors are out, they'll howl and they'll bark, and then that's my alarm. Well, EJ said the new math is ew. Yes, I don't understand that new math, that core, whatever they're teaching now. It's doesn't make sense. It's like let's just learn memorization. Okay,
right.
Just memorize.
My daughter's in kindergarten, so we're not even there. We're 1 + 1.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they go back. Hopefully.
I know. Hopefully.
But, right. All right. Any last words you want to share with our guests? Last words of wisdom to partake on them.
Did you guys have any more questions? Jen's the only one asking questions. She's Jennifer Santulin. She sells $18 million homes, $6 million homes to celebrities. So you guys, if you're a celebrity, hit her up.
Jennifer, Jennifer needs to download your app and use your app while she does that.
I know. You guys, feel free to download the app. And sometimes on the chat, sometimes it's me, but most of the time it's our VA, Michelle. So, yeah.
So if you want to talk to Abby, download the app and she will answer the phone for you.
Yeah, if it's like, or no, I'll answer the chat message. It's not going to be a bot. So if you guys download it and then somebody responds like at 11 p.m., that's probably me. I can't sleep. So I'm giving real estate advice.
I know, Jennifer. Abby likes talking about other people, so I got to gear her back.
I know. I don't want to talk about myself.
But this is huge. But this is huge for Abby because she's shy. She doesn't like to talk about herself. In the last 30 minutes, we talked about Abby. So, ooh.
Yeah, like I'm not really shy. Like I can talk in front of a lot of people, but I don't like having attention on myself. It's just weird. I just feel weird about it.
Should I spotlight you?
Yeah, go ahead. For sure. Go for it. Okay, so Mary Ann is asking, what's your goal for this year, Abby? I don't know, like make $1 million, I guess. I don't know. No, my goal, it's to help maybe like 50 families. If I can help 50 families either buy or sell their home, then I met my goal. So, and if I can help 5 agents make $100,000 a year, especially you, Reggie, I know you're listening. Then I think I reached my goal and I feel like I'm more of a success. So really it's about helping other agents for me. Like if I can do that, then I feel like, I'm successful. Because I remember when we talked before, I told you like, I don't feel like I'm ever going to be successful. Like I just don't know where to stop. But if I can,
you're successful already. But I keep telling you that
I can be more successfuler if I can help if I can help like 5 agents make money and then help their families and just help them be more successful. Like to me that's more successful than helping myself. So
you should frame it as you want to impact those 5 agents because you are a success from regardless whether you can achieve more right now, right here. You're successful. You're awesome, Abby. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. This was so much fun.
Thank you.
But DJ says more successfuler. Yes, so more successfuler. Yeah, they taught us that. Taught us that in college. So
That's the title of her published piece.
yeah, you can read that on my published piece. More successfuler.
All right, so next week we're gonna have Jen Villar, and
Ooh.
we're gonna say goodnight, even though we love seeing Abby's face. Download her app right there on the screen, and we are gonna say goodnight, guys, because she's got to get home to her kids.
I know I'm
And
in the office on a Sunday, you guys. Oh my
I know she's
god.
like, "Why do you have it on Sunday?"
That's okay. You know what's funny? My husband was putting up signs anyways. Like he was putting up our window displays. So I was here. So it worked out great. So thank you, Miley.
Thank you, Abby. Good night, guys. Give her
Okay,
some
bye.
love, some hearts.